Hello everyone. In this tutorial we are going to learn data table. So we are picking the data table from material. So this data table which is used very frequently in your any projects. So where you are showing that table representation in the manner, if you want to pagination, you want to sort the data, every operation related data table. So let's begin. So first we need to create a component, show data table. So already I told you for material, for using material we need to install first in your material module. Okay, so if you want to install your Angular material, then you will refer that my previous tutorial where we are installing the material. Now if you want to display the data table, so first step, go to Google and go to Angular material. In Angular material, go to components and we have a data tables. So take this table. So this is the table example. First, in this first tutorial of data table, we are going to take this example. Later on we are going to create our own table with the help of APIs. So now in this view source section, you have a code present here, right? So we have a table tag and we are passing that data source. So what is the data source? The data source we are passing from here, element data. And what is element data? Element data is the array of objects. Position, name, weight and symbol are the attribute of this object. So let's first copy this data in TS file. Show data table, that is our component. To go to that component and copy that data here. So now what is this in let's see. So we have written a periodic element, so it's a member of this interfaces, name, position, weight and symbol. Okay, and next one we are assigning that object. So position, name, weight and your symbol, and we have a multiple elements in our object list. Next thing, we need to define a data source. So go to in the class and again define an array of all columns. How many columns depends on your how many objects you want to display. So this is the TS part, and same you should go to that material project and copy that HTML. So I will be elaborating. Just let's copy first and go to HTML. Yeah, now let's discuss what is the element. So we have a table element and we have a ng container. So what is ng container? Basically it represents your column. So we have a 4 column, then position, name, weight and symbol, all are the your columns. So we have a 4 columns. So you need not to write all 4 columns. Only you can write a ng for loop and check the length of the array and you can redraw it. Okay, so that will we are going to do later on. And next we want to display that particular element in the row according to your columns. Okay, let row in the columns. So display columns, which is the display column which we defined here in TS file. If you see here, if we define here position, name, weight and symbol. So there are 2 important things we need to do, and this container attaches lots of directives. So directives which we are going to discuss later on. The most important directive is match cell definition, match cell definition, mat header cell definition, and here is the element dot weight. So it will be attaching every time the data which we are getting from your columns. Okay, so now let's add this component to your app.component.html. And display the data. So that is the configuration related part, and now the most important part which we need to give the we need to import that mat data table. So again we need to import mat data table module from Angular slash material slash table. This is we are getting only after installation of material, Angular material. So we need to import whatever the modules I am using in our my project. I need to define button, grid, table, whatever the thing you are using, you should define. Now we're done with it, and we can run the project. So next tutorial we are going to describe everything, how is the table getting work and how do we call the API, and I will show the data in the table. This is the by default example provided by our Angular team. Now we will do the all operations. So let's wait for a few seconds and let's run it. Now it's done. Let's go to a browser again and type here localhost 4200. There is some issue, so let's check it and solve it. Template parse error, app show data table is not aligned. Okay, so there is some spelling mistake. App component.html, yeah, it's double E. So now this table is not looking appropriately because we have not defined the width. There, let's go to your the CSS file and define the 100% width. No, yeah, here it is your table, all the columns. So if you change your column here and you change the data in the array, you will be getting the different responses. Though this example is related to hard coded data, but don't worry, we are going to cover everything with the API connection. Now we'll also showing the sorting, pagination, every concept which is related to table.